and welcome to this month's vlog, I guess. Yes, I haven't been vlogging very much this year, but things have just all been going on. Obviously, a lot of you who have seen past videos know how unsettled life has been at the moment, and so I'm just giving you a quick update on the sketches that I've done this month. We're halfway through the month, so I haven't done loads. I'm trying to make a conscious effort to at least do one thing on a Wednesday if I don't have any classes. I've had a couple of people book on classes, and I've got 2 people booked in a couple of weeks, so that's good. But I have had lots of dates where they're just nobody has booked, but just keep putting the dates out there and see what happens. So I shall show you the few sketches that I have done this month, and I've also got a little clip of just preparing one of the images that I've photographed of a painting for a sale on my website, and just cleaning that up in Photoshop. So enjoy those, and I shall catch up with you after those.
It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score when I lose my...
I didn't work in my sketchbooks for a whole month, so I thought I better get some sketching in. And I've been reaching for the Landscape Art Club prompts on Instagram as a bit of inspiration. So this one was Salzburg and Hallstatt. This is acrylic inks, kind of on just used straight on the paper. I do have an Instagram reel and a short. I managed to wrangle my way through shorts. After deleting a couple of what I thought were shorts, I eventually found out how to do it. So you will have seen a short of this one. This was a sketch that I actually did out and about. I've been trying to look for flats and think about all the money stuff, and this week I just needed to get out and get some headspace, so went to Wellington Hall and sat and did this sketch. I've had this idea for art classes to do something different, so I think that I might advertise taking a very famous piece of work or a famous artist and actually reproducing that piece of artwork in watercolour. I did put a post on Facebook asking if people were interested, but as usual, I'm not very visible, so people liked it but they didn't comment, so I don't know if people want it, but let's see, let's try and keep on doing that. I might do some more sketches of maybe more recognisable ones than this. This is Van Gogh, and I also actually did this one where I was playing with a base of gouache that I just had left over, and this was gouache paint with coloured pencil over the top. So I had a bit of an experiment with that as well. Same over here, just experimenting with putting coloured pencil over the gouache, because I'm still not quite sure how to use the gouache in my work. This was just a stencil that I used with some leftover paint. This month I've been mainly working in this small 12 by 12 Royal Talons. So again, another Landscape Art Club. I made a reel of this one. Really quite enjoyed doing this one. The roof's a bit wonky on the temple, but never mind. Experimenting with pen as a base layer and then coloured pencil on top. Not all of the coloured pencils work, and you do have to kind of, it's not a quick sketch. You do have to kind of apply the coloured pencils quite a bit to get any kind of texture and things. And then I tried this from a photograph that I took at Wallington Hall, and I think what I don't like about it is just the garish colours, because obviously what comes out of the pen is that colour, and I've got like just basic colours. But I don't know, I'm still trying to think of dry materials to take out and about, but I think I might just stick with what I use, because kind of sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then this is the one that I've just done today. This is another experiment again, so it's using gouache, quite watery first, and then using the coloured pencil to layer details on the top. And actually the gouache takes quite well to having coloured pencil on top, so I'm really quite pleased with this. Yes, this colour is not particularly very natural, and it's all quite flat maybe, but I think maybe that is the quality of gouache paint, and it's just slightly different quality to watercolour. Or I could even mix it so that I do gouache and colour pencil like this, and I do watercolour on like backgrounds and things. That could be a thing. This is another landscape art club, Lava Butt in Oregon, and I was thinking of doing the same view on this side, but using the kind of pen and watercolour sketch that I would usually use. Or maybe I can do one which is half gouache, half watercolour. But we'll see. I've done a few more sketches since that last little kind of sketchbook tour clip, so I thought I would show you them whilst I'm editing this video. And yes, I did a watercolour and pen sketch, my usual kind of style for this, and I do like it, but I do like this one as well. I think maybe the next thing to do, as I said, was do this part in the watercolour and then this part in the gouache and kind of put them both together. I went into town last weekend to see my son get his Duke of Edinburgh Bronze Award, and I decided to get there a little bit early, go and have a look round the Lane Art Gallery, because I haven't been for a little while, and do some sketching. So these don't look anything like the portrait that I sketched it from, but at least they look like people, so I was happy with that. The light wasn't very good for those first couple, so I did actually stand up and get a bit closer, and I did this sketch from it. So again, it doesn't quite look like her. Her face is a little bit longer than it was in the portrait, but it looks like a person. You don't know that it doesn't look like her. And the last couple of sketches I did there were this one, which is my favourite painting in the Lane Art Gallery, or one of my favourite paintings, by William Holman Hunt. This is Isabella and the Pot of Basil. I wanted to practice figure drawing, so that's kind of why I went for the figures, and that's good because it's like a full length one. And then I was sat down to do that one, so it was quite a little distance away, but then I stood up and did this quick sketch of part of a painting by John Martin. There are quite a few of his in the Lane Art Gallery. This one is The Bard, and yeah, that was just a quick sketch. I was going to do some watercolour over it, but I didn't have time. Just got a delivery from 6 print cards of some wedding invitations that I have been commissioned to make for a friend. It's really cold in here because it's like minus something out there. Envelope. I hope you enjoyed seeing those few sketches. As you see, I'm still experimenting with the gouache, still seeing which way I can take it. I did the commission for wedding invitations for a friend at work, and I did get the cards back, but we haven't finished the money to do the inserts, and she hasn't obviously sent them out yet, so I can't show you them yet. Hopefully that will be next month that you see those. So the life update is that I have had an offer accepted on a flat, so things are just starting to kind of go through for that. I'm trying to look for a solicitor, and I need to wait for my money from the settlement to come through. So yeah, I've been having all sorts of, obviously trying to find somewhere, and because I haven't got a lot to spend, things have been going really quickly, and I've had to kind of look slightly further out. It's an area where I have lived before, so that's fine. I at least I'm not kind of in an unknown place. But yeah, that's been a little bit stressful, and I've just been trying to kind of focus on that, but still not take too much away from the business. And the Mucky Duck, we potentially have premises. We just need to wait for the to hear back from the estate agent on that as well. Again, that's in a slightly different area, but we have put out there that we are looking for new people to join us, and in that area I think there's quite a lot of kind of talent, and where the potential shop is, there aren't very many places like us around, so hopefully we might, for the minute, corner the market. So we're keeping fingers crossed about that. We need to keep the momentum of that, the excitement of that going as well. So as usual, everything happens at once, doesn't it? And then there's me trying to like furiously paddle to keep afloat with business and long shifts and yeah, everything, life. Added to the fact that my son cut his finger with his penknife, so I'm having to do hospital appointments. But really pleased that I managed to get this little update video out for you. Hopefully once I have got everything sorted with the flat, keys and things, I'll be able to do a studio vlog again, because you'll really be able to see from the kind of the bare bones to what I do with the space. It's not as big as my previous studio, so it's going to be interesting getting the things in, and yeah, exciting times, hopefully. But hopefully I shall see you, I'm not going to promise for next week, I'll see you next month. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!